What you're listening to right now is the Venezuelan national anthem. And I was there on the scene at the Venezuelan Embassy, where embassy protectors are inside and the opposition, the Pro-Guaidó people, are outside. And that is the crowd that I'm going through right now. You can see that there are two men standing by the building. Those are embassy protectors, and they're holding signs that are anti-coup. And you'll hear lots of banging of pots and pans and sirens and megaphones and air horns. What the opposition tries to do is be as noisy as possible because they're trying to force the embassy protectors that are inside out. The opposition has tried to break into the embassy where the protectors are. There you'll see someone banging against the door with what looks like to be a spoon of some sort, trying to annoy the people inside. And the people inside are authorized to be there by the current regime, the Maduro regime. Again, the people outside, except for those in the protected area, are pro-Guaidó, pro-coup takeover. There you see one of the embassy protectors hanging out of the window, looking down on the crowd. This man telling supporters to go home, supporters of the anti-war stance, anti-coup stance. And they're chanting here, hands off our embassy. And you'll see more protectors inside. You'll see the flashing lights a lot. That's because they are flashing the lights at any of the anti-coup, anti-war people to try to annoy them. And shining lights can be a health hazard. It can cause seizures. It can be harmful for people with migraines. It can be harmful for people who are on the spectrum. But they do it constantly. And you'll see they do it to those protectors who are by the window and those who are in front of the building. And there we have protectors behind those barricades, and they're getting the lights flashed on them over and over again. And you'll see, some of the protectors are older, and they're withstanding these attacks by light.
African American people, you use disabled people, you use all type of people, you nasty bitches.
And that woman, you heard what she had to say.
What America was doing there was good. Both Russia and Assad destroyed. They're the ones.
And this man is yelling at one of the embassy protectors.
What's happening in Venezuela compared to Russia and Assad?
Russia is a big
No. There are facts. Now it's after the fact. You stopped us from getting help. There was no regime change. The regime is still there, and the blood is on your hands. You caused my grandmother's death. Fuck you!
You'll hear a lot of times the pro-Guaidó people yelling and cursing at the protectors. Again, the pro-regime change people are on the right, further away from the building. The protectors are right by the building.
You don't belong over there. Come on, you're with the people over here. Don't be afraid.
And they're telling the black man who's from Haiti that he doesn't belong with the protectors, that he belongs with them on the pro-war side.
Making up facts doesn't make you white, it just makes you stupid.
This is a common theme, that the pro-Guaidó people think that the embassy protectors are making money off of protecting the embassy. Here you see a few embassy protectors standing there, and the pro-Guaidó people are not letting them walk through. They're not letting them walk to the protected area. They're shining lights in their faces, they're recording their faces. Intimidation is the common theme here. They just try to intimidate the embassy protectors as much as they can. And what these embassy protectors want is peace. They want a democratically conducted election if people want Maduro out. They don't want regime change. They don't want another coup attempt by the United States. Here we have embassy protectors trying to leave the protected area, and the pro-Guaidó people are being very threatening to them. You can see they're recording their faces, and they threaten to show their faces to the police. And the police are very sympathetic to the pro-Guaidó crowd. And it's assumed that that's their orders, to be sympathetic to pro-Guaidó and not sympathetic to the embassy protectors. And this is again a proxy war, symbolic of what's actually going on in Venezuela right now. And this was after 10 p.m. and they're not supposed to be making noise. There's a noise ordinance. The police are doing nothing. You can see them in the background doing nothing. Doing nothing as the peace protectors are trying to peacefully leave their protected area. You can hear them shushing each other because they know they're being too loud. They don't want to get in trouble, but the police don't seem to care anyway. That right there is Mara, one of the lawyers, who said fascist thugs everywhere. And it's true. These pro-Guaidó people are thugs. They were very rough with me as a journalist, which you'll see as well. After they left, I was kind of the only one there. I was the only journalist there as far as I know. And I was the only one who was not pro-Guaidó. You'll see this man starts to shine a light in my camera. Trying to stop me from doing journalism.
Yes, my problem. This is my problem.
He's saying it's his problem, not my problem.
You don't want to record everything about us.
Better go home now.
They're yelling at me to go home. And all I'm trying to do is film the scene. So now the Pro-Guaidó people have taken over the protected area that formerly the embassy protectors were in, but the embassy protectors left that area, so now Pro-Guaidó people are moving their tents in and are taking it over. That man is taking pictures of me. They like to take pictures of faces, and in some cases they've tracked people down and harassed them. And in one case, at their home. This man's asking me if I'm a journalist and what my stance is. And I say it doesn't matter what my stance is, I'm just here to document. You'll see the camera moving around and wobbling. That's because people are kind of knocking me. I say I'm just recording what's going on. Now they're accusing me of taking pictures of people's faces to track them down. Notice that there's a guy wearing a Trump shirt in the background. These are people on the far right. The Trump guy is easily accepted among the pro-Guaidó crowd. More lights shown in my camera, shown in my face, trying to prevent me from being a journalist. They asked me how much I'm getting paid. I'm moving the camera to try to get away from the light. These people are thugs. That's how they conduct themselves. And this light that's being shown on me, this is a different one. I actually moved it away out of my face. And they got real mad about that. There's Mr. Trump again. Now, as we end here, you'll see that there are guys making kissing sounds at me. So harassment of journalists, harassment of embassy protectors is what these pro-Guaidó people are all about.